Welcome back to 101 Sports Webcast. I'm now joined by Justin Beagle and Tyrese Johnson to play a little Whose Side Are You On? Guys, there are two huge risks in the draft this year with a whole lot of off-the-field issues. So, who is the riskier draft choice this year, Tyrann Mathieu or Manti Te'o?
This one is hands down, obviously Tyrann Mathieu. This man has had disciplinary issues on and off the field. He's a liability to your football team. You cannot afford to pick him in the 4th or 5th round when those key guys in those rounds left on the table could be the difference maker on your football team. You just can't risk it with him.
Manti Te'o, Manti Te'o, Manti Te'o. I mean, let's start from on the field and we'll go off the field. On the field, the guy is slow. We saw him play against Alabama. The guy couldn't tackle paper if it hit him in the face, okay? And for all those that don't think Alabama's an NFL team, look at their draft past, okay? These guys get 3 to 4 draft picks a year, so this was his game to show up. He was slow in the combine, and he showed that literally he's too slow to tackle guys. What do you think he's going to do in the NFL?
One game. That's the only bad game that Te'o had the entire season. He single-handedly brought them to the championship game by himself.
Right, which he had teammates who also said he had attention-seeking behavior, and which you can also see from off the field. I mean, let's go to Antonio Smith from the Houston Texans, who said earlier today that if Te'o comes in their locker room, he's going to be the butt of every joke. Would you want a guy who's going to be recently drafted, a brand new guy, new jack, a rookie coming into your training camp, being the butt of every joke? How does that help his self-esteem?
I mean, obviously not with Te'o's situation, but I mean, with Mathieu, he's going to be the next Dez Bryant, the next Terrell Owens, the next Pac-Man Jones.
The first two guys you listed, to their credit, are
all right. They're good players, but off the field, they're going to be a headache. I mean, that entire Dallas Cowboy locker room, when Terrell Owens was there, got flipped upside down because of his disciplinary issues. Like we said, Dez Bryant has to have a bodyguard to go out in public with him. I mean, you just don't want that in your city, on your team. It's just not. Tyrann Mathieu is the risk.
Let's talk Tyrann Mathieu, okay? Because I think here's the basic thing: medicinal marijuana. Obviously, that's his off-the-field disciplinary issues. Bob Marley had medicinal marijuana issues. Did that stop him from making legendary music?
Was he a professional athlete?
No. But what I'm saying is that with Tyrann Mathieu's situation, he happened to be caught. Now, let's look at his track record. When he was on medicinal marijuana, and I'm not condoning this, he still managed to be in the Heisman Trophy running top 5. The guy plays 2 positions. He can return for you, and he also can be an explosive guy in the backfield for you on defense.
Still, one word. Discipline. If you get kicked off of a football team for failing drug tests multiple times, it doesn't matter if you're a D3 school or a D1 school, you just cannot, if you get caught, it's poor discipline. You need discipline to be an adult, and you need discipline to play on a football team. He clearly does not have that. He can't make the right choices. Therefore, he is a much riskier pick than Manti Te'o, who will just be the laugh ball, the goofball, you say, in the locker room.
And how does that affect your on-field performance? Because, I mean, granted, a lot of guys have had disciplinary issues, caught or non-caught. I mean, you can look at the University of Miami football
the NFL's
team.
had some sort of
disciplinary
exactly.
issues. So my thing is, when we look at it from just, dollars and cents, if I'm a GM, I'm looking at on-the-field performance, okay? Looking at Manti Te'o on his on-field performance, he cannot be moved from a middle linebacker position. He's too slow. Tyrann Mathieu, in terms of disciplinary issues, you look what Tony Dungy did to Michael Vick, coming straight out of prison and being able to have basically the best comeback season you can probably find, considering coming off of a disciplinary problem. And look how he was able to show afterwards. You can get discipline in check. I don't think you can teach speed, especially on the level in which you saw what happened with Alabama.
Well, both these guys are definitely high-risk, high-reward players. So we'll see what happens with the draft. I'm really excited to see, especially how these two players pan out with their NFL careers. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today, but make sure to watch us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter. For all of us here at 101 Sports, thanks for watching, and until next time, whose side are you on?